Hello and welcome to the Lesbian Lounge, a podcast for the girls who like girls. I'm your host and your resident lesbian big sister, Juliet Taylor, and I'm here to answer your guys' questions, give advice on your dilemmas, and of course, chat about your wildest lesbian dating stories. So grab a drink, get comfy, and welcome into the Lesbian Lounge. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Easter, happy life, right? Like, the sun is shining, and that just screams happy wife, happy life, happy me, happy everybody. I just feel like everybody in the world is happier because the sun is shining. Even though my poor wife has been stuck in her bar because it's been bank holiday, it's been Easter, so she has been a busy gal, but I had it all to myself yesterday. So we went on a lush little day to Oosbin. We went to some different pubs, some different bars, and just had a lush little time wandering, exploring, and the sun was just like blessing us with her presence. Don't you guys think like the sun is a woman? God is a woman. ChatGTP is a woman. Like, everything that is good in life is woman. Everything comes from women, right? Like, all the cool things, and like that's actually quite factually true. Like, I'm sure a woman created Wi-Fi. Women have created like the best and the coolest things. Like, screw whatever his name was who found like penicillin, and like that man who made trains. Like, we don't need penicillin or trains, but Wi-Fi, cool things, woman made, woman found. And yeah, I know I'm a man hater, and my girlfriend tells me every week when she listens to the podcast, but I hold my hands up. Like, I don't like men. They make me ill. I was actually sitting when Lucy was inside one of the bars getting a drink yesterday. I was sitting outside and I was overhearing, well, I was being a little earworm listening to this two boys conversation, right? And he was talking about how like it didn't work out with his girlfriend and they broke up and it's for the best, da-di-da-di-da. And I was just sitting there like deeping, thinking like, women actually choose to date men? And I was genuinely trying to like process this in my head because he seemed like a little bit upset, like, oh, you know, like it's a shame because things were good, but then we argued a lot and this happened and this happened. And I'm like, just so many straight relationships fall apart because women and men aren't actually meant to be together. Like, have I just like solved the biggest dating epidemic of the world? Like, if we all just dated women, would life be better? Because again, I saw this on TikTok and it was saying something about how like being a lesbian is really like unfeminine and whatever. Then it was like, what is more feminine than dating another woman and loving another woman, like having boobies and all those fun things in your life? Am I right or am I right? So break up with your boyfriends and date a woman instead. You heard it here first. The Lesbian Lounge 2026. Don't date a man, date a woman instead. Don't be sad, go get a tattoo. Don't be sad, I have no tattoos. I do want a tattoo, right, but I don't know what to get. I feel like I would want something meaningful. I did have this really cute idea of getting this little like pearl in a clamshell because my daughter, my kitten, my baby girl is called Pearl. So I thought that would be cute. But then like, oh, there's a fly, ew. I had this like sad thought that like touch wood, she's never going to die, right? But if that happens, which I hope it doesn't, touch wood, then I've got this like pearl on my arm or somewhere forever and people ask me what it's about. And then I'll get upset because I have to think of Pearl if she's no longer with us. But it's not going to happen because I'm going to Etsy witch some, like, spell. Did that make sense? Get some Etsy witch to put a spell on her so she's here forever because I love her so much and I can't live without her. I don't know what else I would get on a tattoo. Like, I like stars, just cutesy little things like that. So maybe a star, you know, I always wear, like, starry, moony, that type of earrings. I feel like it would all match the vibe, but I just don't know, and I don't want to do something until I'm like 100% set on the fact that that's what I want to do, if that makes sense. Do you guys want to know a secret? I don't know if this is TMI, if I should tell you this. I'm going to tell you, fuck it. I've got no knickers on right now. I've got no knickers on. I feel like I've just told you or something like crazy. I haven't. I just have no knickers on. Why, you might ask? Well, I got a spray tan earlier today, hence the tan. Thank you for commenting on the glow. No, it's not natural. I wish it was, but we keep it real here. This is fake. Shout out spray tans by Ailish. But I wear these like disposable knickers when I get my tan done, and I just took them off earlier. Thought, screw it. It's sunny. I've got a nice summer dress on. Let's go flaps to the wind. I don't need knickers on, so I currently have no knickers on. So there you go. Some insider info for you all. I'm not wearing knickers. Have I got any other updates for you all, or just the fact that I'm not wearing knickers? We've heard from our solicitors, and they've asked for like a shit ton of information from us, which we knew was coming, so we were kind of prepared and made a folder on Lucy's laptop of literally like my bank statements, my tax returns, Lucy's pay slips, all of the information that we knew they were going to ask for. We had it ready to go. So kind of she sent this email and we sent her everything she asked for. But there was a few things we weren't prepared for. And this happened whilst we were on our date. So we were like, shit, like, and obviously you just want to get something done, don't you? So we kind of then spent like a good half an hour of our date just sitting in silence, like on our phones, downloading bits of information and writing emails and stuff. But it's okay. I think we've sent them everything that they want now. So fingers crossed, touch wood. They don't want anything else from us, and we can move into our house soon, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, universe. We also went to see Mean Girls, the musical, last night. It was quite impromptu. I didn't realise it was on. If you know me, like, I'm a big theatre kid. I love musicals, but I didn't realise it was here. So I saw someone post on Instagram that they went the day before, and I thought, okay, let's see if there's any tickets. There was loads of tickets. So me, my mom, and Lucy went to watch Mean Girls, the musical. And I mean, shout out to Janice, the character, right? We've all seen Mean Girls. We all know she's a lesbian. And they touch on it in the film, but I feel like they don't make this like big thing of like Janice being a lesbian. They just sort of make it like, oh, Regina doesn't like me because she called me a lesbian. But they never really confirm that she is a lesbian. Whereas the musical did a really good job of that. They were like, you know, they spoke about like being a lesbian and coming out and things like that. And I was like, you know what? I appreciate that they haven't like shied away from that, and they've really owned it, because it's so clear when you look at Janice as a character, whether it's in the film or the musical, that she is a big fat dyke. She is a lesbian, a big fat lesbian. So like, own it. I love it. And then at the end she came on with like the lesbian flag and was waving it, and I thought, that's iconic. And there will 100% have been at least one child in the audience, whether it was that night or another night of this musical, and being like, oh my god, I feel seen. Like, this is amazing. I love this. I'm going to embrace my lesbianinity now, because Mean Girls showed me that it was okay to do that. So well done, Mean Girls. Claps to you. Obviously, we have our events coming up next Tuesday. How exciting. I've had so many messages from people saying that they're worried to come alone. And like, please don't be. I actually said to someone, I was like, it's nothing to be like, to shy away from the fact that like admitting you're coming alone, or nothing to be embarrassed of. Like, genuinely, a year ago, I did not have any lesbian friends. Didn't really have any friends, point blank. I just was like surviving and thriving with my ex, who was not really even my friend either, because she would never go out and do date nights with me. But anyway, I had no friends. I did not have anyone I could turn to who was a lesbian. And don't be offended if you're listening to this and like you're one of my friends and you're thinking, fuck you, bitch. But like, I didn't have a circle. I didn't have like a solid friendship. I had friends dotted about the country here and there who I'll text every so often, but not friends to be like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Let's go out and do something. Hosted this event and met the best people. Now, yes, I gave you all a shout out last week, and then we went and had a little on Good Friday. We all went for fish and chips and to play rounders, and I was like, oh guys, did you like your shout out on the podcast? Not a single one of those bitches had listened. So I told them this week, your shout out's getting revoked. So consider this my revoking of, not of our friendship, because I still love you all, but of my shout out to you all. So yeah, fuck you bitches. I was fuming. I was like, you actually joking? You haven't listened? Fake friends. No, they are the bestest of friends. I love them so much. And yeah, we went and played rounders. It was so much fun. I was shocking, as you can imagine. I did hit one. Is it a home run, or am I speaking in American terms? Basically, I hit the ball and I ran all the way around. And I can't lie, I woke up the next day in agony. Like, my calves hurt, my thighs hurt, my core hurt. Everywhere really fucking hurt. And I was like, that is probably my sign to get fit. But we were running on like really uneven grass that had potholes in it, and I wasn't wearing like workout trainers. I was wearing some like Adidas canvasy style shoes, so they probably weren't the best thing to have worn, but it was so much fun. But yeah, if you're listening to this episode, I'll keep your shout out. If you're not listening, shout out revoked. But yeah, I'm really excited for the meetup. They're all going to be there. I hope you better be there, or you're definitely a fake friend. You know who I'm talking to. There's going to be so many new faces there, people that I've never met before, people that I've maybe seen at other events. I'm just really excited to create this little space and have our own little lesbian bubble. And like I said, NQ64 are amazing. So shout out NQ64 for having us back for a second year running. And the bar staff there are so LGBTQ plus friendly. Like, they live for the lesbians. I think most of them are lesbians or bi or some form of LGBTQIA plus. So they're here for it. We're all here for it. It's going to be a big lesbian night out, and I can't fucking wait. So be there. Bring your ex. Come alone. Bring your bestie. Bring your sister. I don't care. Just come. I'm very excited. It's going to be a good gay night. What other updates do I have? I feel like there's not really a lot. It's just like the house is like, I feel like I'm walking through like thick mud. So I'm getting somewhere. It's just taking a long time. Tell you one thing, I have planned Lucy's birthday. So we are going to do 2 days in the Lake District and then a day in Manchester. And I actually can't tell you what we're going to do in Manchester because I have something really exciting planned. But if I tell you, then my girlfriend will hear because she listens to the podcast. So we're doing something really fun, and it's to do with cocktails. Because if you don't know, my girlfriend is the best cocktail maker in the world. And yes, that is a proven fact. Verified by myself. Even though we went we went to the botanist yesterday for a drink, and I had a really good watermelon cosmopolitan, but not as good as if my girlfriend made it. And currently she's at home right now cooking me tea. So shout out Lucy. I'm sure it tasted amazing, and I'll let you guys know next week if the food tastes good. Anyway, I'm really excited to jump into this week's episode. I've got a good question of the week and some good dilemmas and confessions for you all. So without further ado, let's jump straight on into this week's episode. So this week's question of the week is, what from your childhood screams, I'm gay, before you came out? So what were you doing that was like screaming, I'm a big fat lesbian, but nobody, well, you didn't maybe know yet. Maybe everyone around you knew because they were like, girl, it's so fucking obvious, but you just didn't see it. I feel like my like screaming I'm gay would just be the fact that I would get like chronically obsessed with women. Not in like an unhealthy way, but like they would be my screensaver, my profile picture on Facebook. I would become so obsessed with them, and specifically, you guys know this, I don't know why it was her, it was Clove from the Hunger Games. Literally looks nothing like my girlfriend now or any woman I've fancied since then, but it was her. She was literally everywhere in my life. I feel like I used to think like I want to be you, but now when I look back, I think I wanted to be with you. And I feel like that's a hard line with lesbianism, isn't it? It's like, do I want to be you or do I want to date you? Or both. I mean, you can want to date yourself. If you can't love yourself, how the hell can you love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here? A fucking men. Yeah, mine would just be being chronically obsessed with women, I think. I don't really think there's anything else I did that was like, oh my god, you're definitely a lesbian. So let's see what you guys have said, and maybe something will spring to mind for me. I used to dress up as Bob the Builder. Iconic. And go into the garden and fix things. I'm obsessed with that, like so here for that. I mean, Bob the Builder, it's giving like a masked lesbian who works as like a bricklayer now with the hivers on the hat, the jorts. It's giving very lesbian, so I'm here for that. I used to play house with my friends as a kid, and I would only ever kiss the girls. Okay, so you were playing mums and dads and families, but you wanted to be like mums, and or maybe you offered to be the dad so you could kiss the mum. I actually offered to play Joseph in my school nativity one year, not because I thought I was a lesbian, I just really wanted the main part, and everyone wanted to be Mary, and none of the boys really wanted to do it, I don't think. So I was like, I'll be Joseph, so I was guaranteed a main part. So I was like, okay, you go girl, you're now Joseph. But it wasn't because I wanted to dress like a man, because as you can tell, I don't do that. But my girlfriend does, and I'm so here for it. Being in awe whenever there was anything remotely gay on TV. Even at 16, I didn't know. And watching the Hayley Kiyoko and Kalani What I Need music video gave me butterflies. Obsessed. Like, you just used to love watching women, looking at them, you would get the feels, but you still didn't quite clock on and go, maybe I fancy you. Maybe I want to lick your vagina. Or maybe I want you to lick my vagina. Or maybe I want us both to lick at each other's vaginas at the same time. It just didn't click. Constantly wanting to hold my girlfriend's hands. It's not your girlfriend, like your friends who were girls, you always wanted to hold their hands. And wanting to be next to them and close to them and be their only special friend for like as long as I can remember, from when I was about 5 years old. I relate to the special friend thing. I used to get really like obsessive over my friends, and I didn't want to share them, and I wanted to like be their favorite friend and be the one who they chose. So maybe that was like a part of us wanting to be like picked by them, because not necessarily we fancied them, but we knew we wanted to have a deeper connection with women. I like that. Ryan was my favorite character in High School Musical. A jazz square. A jazz square. I'm trying to think of a Sharpay line that she says. I don't know. I want fabulous. That is my simple request. But that's a song, not a line. But anyway, yeah, Ryan, he was giving camp. Sharpay was kind of giving like bitchy, dom femme, lesbian. Same with like Regina George. I get that vibe. Like, you know what I mean? When there's so much tension between you two girls, just kiss. Release the tension. Regina, kiss Katie. Sharpay, kiss Gabriella. All your problems will be solved. No men to fight over because you chose each other. We're here for that. Telling people I was allergic to boys in primary school so they wouldn't fancy me. Here. That's iconic and a great way to keep the men away from you, right? Like, oh God, no, I'm allergic to boys. Don't come near me. Don't come near me. Then you feel like, but I'm not allergic to girls, so I guess we'll have to make out now. I don't make the rules. Sorry, not sorry. Obsessed. Begging my mum for a Katy Perry calendar so I could see her boobies. Obsessed. I'm specifically thinking of like the California Girls music video where she had like the squirty cream coming off her boobs. I feel like that was like a canon event that turned so many people gay. I had an obsession with the Kesha TikTok music video. TikTok on the clock, DJ blow my speakers up. I feel like I can remember the music video and the song. I don't think I watched it and got like fanny flutters, but fair enough if it gave you fanny flutters. Being in love with Donna Summer when I was just 13. I can't think who Donna Summers is off the top of my head, but I'm sure she's sexy. I really wanted Elsa to be gay, like really bad. Plus, I wanted my friends to play Harlequin and Poison Ivy roleplay with me when we were kids, knowing damn well what they are. Okay, obsessed. I thought Harlequin was dating the Joker. Did her and Poison Ivy have some like lesbian side quests I didn't know about? Because if they did, iconic. I'm obsessed. But yeah, here for the Elsa being gay. I feel like, especially in Frozen 2, you know when she goes to the Enchanted Forest and she's meeting with all the forest people, and there's that one girl, I can't think what her name is, but they're like sitting at the campfire together and there's a little reindeer and they're like hee giggling and getting all cutesy and cozy. Like just kiss each other, just go and sleep together. We know Elsa doesn't need a man, but she could have a woman who can do more things than a man can anyway. So yeah, I was really rooting for Elsa to be gay too, and who knows, maybe Frozen 3 Elsa will bring home a girlfriend, because that would be iconic. But I feel like Disney, I don't think they would. I feel like it's just not going to happen. But it's okay. In our hearts, in our minds, Elsa is a lesbian. And that's okay. We know that. We know that deep down. Hayley Kiyoko in Lemonade Mouth. Yes. I felt so weird, in a good way, about her when I was 11 watching the movie LOL. Yeah, she probably gave so many girls the feels. And you're like, why am I obsessed with this character? Like, why am I drawn to her? Why do I really like her? And it's because you fancied her. You fancied Hayley Kiyoko. And I feel like this is another film where there was a very obvious lesbian character, but I don't think in Lemonade Mouth they made her a lesbian. I can't remember. I haven't watched the film for a long time. Or I feel like if they did, again, it was like the smallest part of the storyline. Like, here's all this stuff about everybody else. Oh, and she's a lesbian and likes girls. And here's the main story. Like, lesbians are never the main story. We're never the main characters. And I feel like it's time that needs to change. But no, I get it. Hayley Kiyoko was like lesbian awakening. She is lesbian god. She was definitely one of the answers when we did that as the question of the week, I'm sure. My obsession with cars and having tattoos all over my arms. I think my girlfriend might have sent this one in. She didn't, because she doesn't send stuff in. But it's giving my girlfriend. Yeah, she's obsessed with cars. She's covered in tats. And that is screaming lesbian. Playing football. Yeah, I get it. Football equals gay. I don't make the rules. Deal with it. I learned Lady Gaga choreo in my bedroom at age 11. That's so iconic. Just like in your room, like Judah, Judah, it's like learning the choreo. Insane. I made my characters in video games men so I could marry women. Okay, that's iconic. So maybe they wouldn't let you marry another woman in this video game, so you were like, okay, fuck it, I'll be the man so I can marry the woman. And just like then text and be like, hey, I'm actually a girl. Hee hee hee. That's really iconic and a really clever way to do that. I'm obsessed. I wore berets and turtlenecks at the age of 11. Is that a lesbian thing? I mean, maybe. Everything's gay, isn't it? Everyone is secretly gay, even if they don't know it yet. So, hate to break it to you. When I was 6, I asked my dad if 2 girls could get married. And he said yeah. Technically at the time it wasn't legal, but you could get a civil partnership. And I thought that was so cool. And I was confused why everyone didn't just do that. I didn't even understand that it was romantic. I just thought 2 gal pals could get married as an alternative to marrying a man, lol. Fair enough. And do you know what I mean? This is what's so pure about kids. Like, they are taught hate. Like, people are taught to hate. If you just raise your kids to love, and to, you know, be aware that 2 women can be together, 2 men can be together. You can have a polyamorous relationship, a relationship with trans people. Like, there's no just mum and dad anymore. Like, there's so much more than that. So just teach your kids to love everybody and to not judge. Have we all seen the ride at Universal? It's not the one in Florida, I don't think. I think it's the one, I can't think where it is, but there's a Secret Life of Pets ride, and basically you're a pet, and on the ride you get like assigned to a family, and one of the families on there is the lesbians, and people will like ride this ride over and over and over until they get the lesbians. And I just think that's so iconic, and I would be the same. And there's like full on like grown men like literally filming, and they're like, oh my god, I got the lesbians, and they're like so excited that they got the lesbians. And I think that's the energy that we need to carry with us into everyday life. Okay, one more. Only wanting to know more about female actors in films and TV shows and drawing love hearts on their faces. Yeah, it's the women in TV shows, isn't it? Like, we see them, we're obsessed with them, we want to know more. Like, when have you ever watched a film and been like, who is the man from Jaws? You don't do that, but you'd be like, Mean Girls movie musical, who played Regina? Renee Rapp. I'm going to stalk her. Now I fancy her. Now I'm in love. Right? Like, it just works that way, that you want to find out more about the women and not the men. Also, I just reminded myself that when I did the ASMR last week, my girlfriend loved it. So this is for you, Lucy. I hope you all enjoyed that ASMR. Bit more for you. Lucy literally was like, oh my god, that scratched my brain so good. So I was like, don't worry baby, I got you. I'll give you more ASMR. So I love you. Okay, are we ready for some dilemmas? Yeah, we are. So strap in, strap on. Let's jump in. Hi Juliet. I've been dating my girlfriend for almost 7 months now. At the beginning, our sex life was pretty vanilla. Then a couple of months in, she opened up and told me she's really into rough sex and BDSM. Okay, like, thanks for letting me know. Maybe you could have let me know, like, maybe a couple of weeks in, so I knew what I was getting myself in for, but it's cool. Okay. She loves being dominated and degraded, and she wants that to become a part of what we do together. I'm okay with some of the things she enjoys, like restraints, spanking her ass with my hand, obsessed, spitting on her face, and rough strap-on sex. But there are certain things I don't feel comfortable with at all. For example, she wants me to slap her face hard with a cane or whip so she severely cries in pain. That doesn't sound fun. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm up for a hair pull, I'm up for a booty slap, but like, if it genuinely hurts and makes me cry, I'm gonna be like, ow, stop, the fuck are you doing? And I mean, fair that she wants that, but you're like not comfortable with making her cry and wince in pain, which is fair. Those things just feel uncomfortable, unsexy, and honestly a bit weird and disturbing. So I told her I don't want to include them in our sex life anymore. She's not happy about this at all and says it feels like I'm neglecting her sexual needs. I'm sorry, but no, like, we both have to be comfortable. Like, I'm not neglecting you. I don't want to fucking hit you and make you cry. And if this was such a negotiable, like a non-negotiable for her when getting into a relationship, then she should have told you sooner than a few months in. I get maybe she was embarrassed and didn't feel comfortable yet, but she can't now like spin this on you. That's not on. Do you have any advice, as I am not sure how to navigate this? Have you ever been in a similar situation where you've had to push back on a partner's sexual preferences? No, I don't think I've ever been in a situation like this, thankfully. Yeah, this is a tricky one. Actually, is it? No, it's not, because clearly we have a situation where you are both not sexually compatible. Now, clearly this girl is wanting rough sex pretty regularly. It's not like it's a one-off. It's like every time you're having sex, she seems to be wanting rough sex. And you're willing to give her some of that, right? You're willing for a spank, for a spit, for some rough strap-on sex, but you're not willing to take it a step further where you're actually causing like pain to your girlfriend, which I respect. Like, you do not want to put her in that situation, and that's normal and that's valid, and you're allowed to feel that way, and that is a boundary that you are not willing to cross. What I think you should both do is write down your, like, privately, like, don't do it together, write down like your non-negotiables. Like, I'm not willing to do this, I'm not willing to do this, I'm willing to do this, but this, nuh-uh. Both do it. Compare the lists. And the way I see this going is that you're both going to read the list, and your non-negotiables, like, you're not going to be able to compromise on any of them. And unfortunately, that might cause the breakdown of the relationship. I'm not saying you need to, like, go and break up with her tomorrow because you're not sexually compatible. Maybe that's what you might want to do, or what you might have to do. But, you know, you might try and find some compromises. But it seems like you're already doing the max of what you're comfortable with. And it doesn't seem like she's willing to just accept that. Like, she wants more. She wants dirty. She wants hard. She wants rough. Have you heard of them people who want to be like, what's the word? Like, burgled, right? Like, they get their partner to, like, do it, like, completely on, like, when they're not expecting it, and they'll like come in like a balaclava and like pretend to be like robbing the house and then like have sex with you. Like, some people are into that, and cool if you are. For me, I'd probably just like cry and be like, oh my god, just leave me alone, because I'm a scaredy cat. But yeah, you know, she sounds like she'd like something like that. You sound like you have hit the max, you have hit your capacity, and you're not willing to push that any further, whereas she is going to keep pushing and keep going. So yeah, you don't need to break up tomorrow. You know, like, keep talking this through, keep trying to find compromises. But the way I see it going is that you're just going to keep clashing. She's never going to be fully satisfied, and you're never going to be able to fully satisfy her. And that is going to cause in the relationship breaking down, because she's going to start resenting you for, you know, neglecting her sexual needs. And you're going to start resenting her for not almost, you know, being appreciative for what she's getting and for what you're doing for her. So yeah, by all means, talk it out, try and find a compromise. Like, maybe you give it a go once. You're like, okay, I'm going to do it once, but if it makes me feel really shit and really uncomfortable, then that's it. Like, I've given it a go, I've done everything I can, and then at least you can walk away from the relationship knowing you tried everything to save it, to salvage it. But sometimes, like, both of you have to, you know, put in the work, and it seems like she's not budging from what she wants. She's not willing to just have this rough spitting, slapping sex. She wants to be burgled and be sexed, right? Like, and you're not willing to do that. You're not willing to hit her. You're not willing to harm her and cause her pain. And that's fine. Like, I see it from both of your perspectives. She knows what she wants. She's a girl who knows what she wants. Amazing. But she should have voiced that sooner to you in the relationship. And you're a girl who knows what you want, and you don't want to hurt your partner. And that's fine. Like, if I told Lucy tonight, I was like, right, I want you to have sex with me, but I want you to get a whip and smack it across my face, she would literally be like, no, I'm not going to do that to you, because that's her boundaries, and that's okay. And you have to almost be able to respect each other's boundaries and respect what each of you are willing to do, what each of you are willing to put into the relationship. But I do feel like you're just going to keep clashing, and I hope it gets better, but I'm not feeling 100% hopeful. But please keep us updated, let us know how things go. And at least if things don't work out, moving into your next relationship, that early on into the relationship, you want to make your sexual preferences very clear so you can find somebody that you're sexually compatible with. And hopefully she can do the same and maybe learn from her mistakes of waiting a good few months to come out about this stuff. She can, get straight in there. Obviously not going to sit down on the first date and be like, hi, I know we just matched on Hinge, but here's a whip, slap me across the face and give me rough sex. Like, you're not going to do that, obviously. But we might be able to, tell people a bit sooner so everyone's on the same page and everybody's comfortable with the sexual arrangements. Thank you very much. Please send an update. Love you so much. Moving on, we have a confession. I'm actually really here for the confessions, guys, so keep sending in your little short confessions because I'm here for them. I had an affair with my best friend and we did it whilst her boyfriend was sleeping on the floor the whole night long. When he had to go to work, we stopped, and when he was gone, it started happening again. Obsessed. Why was he on the floor? Obviously, maybe because you were sleeping over and it was like, right, boys out the bed, girly sleepover. But surely he could have gone on the sofa, not just the floor. But I respect it, rub it in his face that we're having fun, you're not invited to the party. But it was probably really quiet, giggly, shh, don't make a noise, don't rustle the duvet too much type of sex. And I'm so here for that. I hope you guys had a great time and enjoyed yourself. And I now need to know what the crack is. Is she still with a boyfriend? Did you guys end up getting together? Did the boyfriend catch you when he came home from work early one day? I must know more. Send us an update, please. I beg. Okay, moving on. You asked for some crazy lesbian stories, so here you go. I met this girl online on some random Facebook group. We liked each other immediately. When it was finally time to meet in real life, there was just one problem. Okay. She lived in South Africa and I lived in Italy at the time. Okay. I feel like South Africa is not super close to Europe. So I'm going to say we've got quite a big time difference and quite a big travel time to travel to each other. Anyway, we can do this. I believe in us. So every normal person would just stay sane and not travel that far to meet a stranger, but that wasn't the case for me, unfortunately. So I flew across the globe just to meet her. I actually did it 2 times, but it turned out that she was a big abuser. Oh shit. It's like you've travelled all this way, spent all this money on plane tickets for this woman to just be awful and horrible, and you wish you never did it. To this day, I still can't forgive myself for going to meet her. If I didn't, I wouldn't have experienced all this physical and psychological abuse. But I guess everybody makes mistakes, right? Please tell me I can't be the only stupid one in the world. Okay, you're not stupid at all. Please don't call yourself stupid or feel like this is your fault at all, because it's absolutely not. Clearly this person sold you a facade of a person online. Is it facade or facade? Versace. Facade. I don't know what the word is, but you know what I mean. Clearly online this person was pretending to be somebody that they're not. This lovey-dovey, can't wait to meet you, can't wait to see you person. You got there, they took advantage of you and they treat you like absolute filth and shit. And that has nothing to do with you. You're clearly just a very loving person who was really excited to go and meet somebody and, push yourself out of your comfort zone and do something that you would never normally do. And unfortunately it backfired and this person was an arsehole. But it's not your fault. You're not stupid for doing that. You went with the best and the most purest intentions and they've ruined that for you. But hey, at least maybe you took away a lesson from that. If you're going to meet somebody online again and travel to them, absolutely go for it. Maybe next time take somebody with you so you sort of can get to know them a bit and really suss out their personality, because everyone's different online than they are in person. Even if it's the slightest difference, everybody is a little bit different. So maybe we just take somebody with us next time so we know that it's safe, they're an okay person. Check them out, vet check them, do a background check. Can't you? Isn't there a law where you can ring the police and get to know if somebody's had a criminal conviction before? I'm sure that's a thing where you can literally check if they have previously been criminally convicted for your own safety, right? Because let's take the girl from last week for an example who dated a murderer or went on a date with a murderer. Maybe you're meeting this girl, okay, hi police, can you run me a background check on Lucy Barker. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, diddle-diddle-diddle. Okay, so she was actually convicted of this, this, and this. She's... I'm trying to think of police terms. I don't know. Like, she's wanted for arrest. She's got a court hearing in 3 weeks' time for this and this and this. You're going to hang up the phone. Well, you're not. You're going to be like, thank you very much. And then you're going to go and block that person instantly. So maybe, like, look into something like that next time. I'm so sure, like, that is an actual thing. Is it called Charlie's Law? Please just Google it, because I'm so sure that is a thing, just so you're protecting and prioritizing your own safety. And even if, like, you spoke to the person and said, listen, I'm going to do this, like, any normal person wouldn't be worried by that, because they know, like, nothing's going to come up, everything's clean, and because they have your best interests at heart, hopefully they're going to be like, please do that so you feel safe coming to meet me, and just put, like, all the steps in place to make sure that you're being really cautious, and, you know, you're not going to let yourself get in another situation like this. But it was absolutely not your fault whatsoever. Okay, guys, I am going to wrap up this week's episode here, because I'm off home for a lovely home-cooked meal from my wife, even though I don't have a ring on my finger yet. So, Lucy, if you're listening to this, I would like a ring, I would like a ring, I would like a diamond ring on my wedding finger. I would like a pretty shiny diamond that I can wave around and talk about it. All the single ladies, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Whoa, yeah? I'm going to leave you all on that. Everyone go text my girlfriend and be like, propose to Juliet right now. No, it's okay. We're buying a house. Like, I get it. Times are hard. Everything's going up in price. And we're buying a house. So, we'll let her be. I'll give her an ultimatum at some point. We'll be on that Queer Love ultimatum show. And I'll be like, I'm giving you the ultimatum to propose to me by the end of this show, or I'm going to move on, which I would never fucking do. Like, this woman is my best friend, my life, my wife. I love her so much. But I wouldn't mind having, like, a nice pretty rock on my finger, just to be like, well, like, you know what I would love? Someone to be like, oh my God, I love your ring. Like, tell me about your fiance. And I'm like, yeah, she's called Lucy. And they're like, whoa, I was expecting a man's name. And you're like, yeah, well, this is from Lucy Barker. And it's a really fucking expensive ring with loads of carats, because she works really hard for her money and she's not a dirty man. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to go home and enjoy her lovely cooked food. Let's hope it's nice. A bit awkward if it's not. And I'm going to see you all on Tuesday at my meetup. See you there. If you don't come, you're boring. So just come, because I want to see you all. I want to meet you all. Let's take some selfies. Let's have some fun, drink some cocktails, and have a gorgeous little lesbian night. I'm so excited to see you all there. Make sure you give the podcast a 5-star review. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Give us a follow, and notification buttons turn on Apple and Spotify. Make sure you send your dilemmas, your stories, your confessions to our anonymous Google form, which will be linked in the description of this episode. Give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok at the lesbianlounge.podcast, and I'll speak to you all next Thursday for a brand new episode. Love you all so much. Bye.